Behind every success story that looks polished from the outside, there is often a quieter truth shaped by pressure, sacrifice, and moments that test everything a person has built. Jolene Macintyre is known to many as the steady force behind Bad Chad Customs, a woman who helped turn a small garage into a global name. But her journey is far from effortless. It is a story of balancing ambition with emotional weight, of standing firm when life begins to unravel. When personal loss collided with professional pressure, Jolene faced a defining choice: step back or keep moving forward. What followed was not just resilience, but a transformation shaped by grief, responsibility, and quiet strength. The backbone of a growing empire. Jolene Macintyre was never just a supporting figure in Bad Chad Customs. She was the structure that kept everything functioning when creativity and chaos threatened to collide. While Chad Hiltz focused on bold automotive builds, Jolene handled the financial planning, scheduling, and coordination that made those ideas possible. Her role required precision, patience, and constant decision-making under pressure. As the brand expanded, so did her responsibilities, often leaving her overwhelmed, but unwilling to slow down. She wasn't simply managing a business, she was sustaining a vision. The challenge was not just the workload, but the expectation to keep everything running smoothly without visible cracks. Her strength became her identity, but it also placed her in a position where rest felt like failure, and stepping back seemed impossible. When work and love collide, working alongside her partner added another layer of complexity to Jolene's life. Her relationship with Chad blurred the boundaries between personal and professional worlds, making it difficult to separate emotions from decisions. Disagreements about budgets, timelines, and creative direction became part of their daily routine. These weren't just workplace conflicts, they carried emotional weight because of their personal connection. Jolene often found herself in the role of the strict organizer, the one who had to say no, enforce limits, and keep things grounded. While necessary, it sometimes made her feel isolated, even within her own team. Balancing love, leadership, and responsibility is never simple, and for Jolene, it meant constantly navigating tension while trying to protect both the relationship and the business they had built together. The quiet buildup of burnout. As Bad Chad Customs grew into a global sensation, the demands on Jolene multiplied rapidly. The shift toward digital content added new layers of responsibility, from managing social media to overseeing video production and brand partnerships. Her schedule became relentless, filled with long days and even longer nights. There was little room left for rest or reflection. Over time, the pressure began to show, not in dramatic breakdowns, but in exhaustion that quietly accumulated. She started to feel stretched too thin, caught in a cycle that never seemed to pause. At one point, she even considered stepping away, reducing her role, or leaving altogether. But the thought of everything collapsing without her kept her in place. It was a moment where responsibility outweighed personal well-being, revealing just how much she carried behind the scenes. The loss that changed everything. In late 2024, Jolene faced a moment that reshaped her life completely: the loss of her mother. The sudden diagnosis and rapid progression of illness left little time to prepare emotionally. Her mother had been more than family. She was a source of strength and guidance. Losing her created a void that no amount of work could fill. Jolene found herself living in two realities at once, continuing her responsibilities while quietly grieving. The pain was overwhelming, yet she chose not to step away entirely. Instead, she carried her grief into her daily life, allowing it to exist alongside her responsibilities. This loss didn't just affect her emotionally, it challenged her identity, forcing her to reconsider what truly mattered beyond work and success. Grief in the middle of responsibility. Handling grief while maintaining a demanding career is one of the most difficult challenges anyone can face. For Jolene, it meant continuing to lead while feeling emotionally drained. Projects slowed, decisions became heavier, and the energy she once relied on was harder to find. Yet, she chose to remain present, not because it was easy, but because she felt responsible for everything she had helped build. Sharing her loss publicly allowed others to see a different side of her, not just the strong leader, but the vulnerable human behind it. Her openness created a connection with her audience, showing that strength doesn't mean the absence of pain. It means continuing despite it. That balance between grief and responsibility became a defining part of her journey. Roots that built her strength. Long before fame, Jolene's foundation was built on discipline and determination. Growing up in Nova Scotia, she was shaped by values of hard work and perseverance. Her background in sports taught her resilience, while her education in finance gave her the tools to navigate complex business decisions. These early experiences played a crucial role in how she handled later challenges. She wasn't someone who gave up easily. Instead, she approached obstacles with focus and practicality. Meeting Chad marked a turning point, introducing her to a new world where she could apply both her skills and her determination. From that moment, she became an integral part of building something much bigger than herself, a journey rooted in both passion and purpose. From small garage to global brand, the rise of Bad Chad Customs was not an accident. It was the result of strategic decisions and relentless effort. Jolene played a key role in transforming a local garage into an internationally recognized brand. Her understanding of media and audience engagement helped amplify their reach, especially when digital platforms became essential. Even during setbacks like production delays, she found ways to adapt, shifting focus to online content and maintaining growth. Her ability to balance creativity with structure allowed the brand to thrive in changing circumstances. It wasn't just about building cars, it was about building a sustainable business. Through careful planning and constant adaptation, Jolene ensured that their success wasn't temporary, but something that could evolve over time. Rebuilding after loss. After her mother's passing, Jolene entered a new phase of life, one defined by both healing and determination. Instead of stepping away, she chose to rebuild, focusing on unfinished projects and new opportunities. This included expanding the business, strengthening partnerships, and continuing to grow their global presence. Her work became a way to channel her grief into something meaningful. At the same time, she began to shift her priorities, placing more value on family and personal moments. This balance didn't come easily, but it marked a significant change in how she approached life. She was no longer driven solely by ambition, but by a deeper understanding of what truly matters. Strength redefined through pain, Jolene Macintyre's journey is not just about success, it is about transformation. The challenges she faced, from burnout to personal loss, reshaped her perspective and strengthened her resolve. She proved that resilience is not about avoiding hardship, but about facing it and continuing forward. Her story reflects the reality that behind every achievement lies unseen effort and sacrifice. Today, she stands not only as a business leader, but as an example of perseverance in the face of adversity. The pain she experienced did not break her, it refined her. And through that process, she became stronger, more grounded, and more aware of what truly defines a meaningful life.